Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Thursday Night Report. A little bit of a halftime report here of the Buccaneers and the Bills. The Bills leading the Buccaneers 17-10. But let's shift our thoughts to the Wildcats. Good evening, the Wildcats will be playing tomorrow evening here in Harrisonville, and they'll be playing against Southeast. So a little bit of information. Nevada is the number 1 seed, and they have a bye tomorrow night. Grandview will host Center, and Harrisonville will host Southeast, and Carl Junction will host Lincoln Prep. And those are the contests. The winner of the Grandview Center game will play Nevada a week from tomorrow night, and the winner of the Harrisonville Southeast game will play against the winner of the Carl Junction Lincoln Prep game. So if the Wildcats are able to win tomorrow night, they will host again a week from tomorrow night. But first things first, a little bit of information. To watch the game tomorrow evening, you would need to go to Missouri State High School Activity Association, the MSHSAA.TV, and pay $10 to watch the game. So to see the game live tomorrow night, we will be actually streaming at Misha.TV. So go pay for that game and see it. You can't drive there now. If you can go live to the game, absolutely, that's what we'd like for you to do, is go live to the game. But if you can't make it to the game live, then pay the money to see the game. I didn't go in. I was going to go in and see what the cost was, and I didn't go in and get that done, so I apologize for that. But it's $10 to $15. You can't take 2 or 3 people to the game for that, and you certainly can't drive here if you live out of town. So go to Misha.TV, search Harrisonville, and be sure and click on the game that shows 4 T's to be able to see that game. I guess I ought to click and turn myself on and get a little bit of video going on here. But the Wildcats, to be able to be seeded number 2, they are 5-4 overall. They lost their first 3 games of the year. They lost to MICDS 15-10. They lost to Maryville 50-12. They lost to Pleasant Hill 28-14. Then they won 4 games in a row. They beat Warrensburg 54-48. Then they beat Summit Christian Academy 46-0. Then at Center, they beat Center 49-0. Then they beat Clinton at home 40-7. Then they lost to Oak Grove 45-20. And then they won last week 42-14 over Odessa for the 5-4 seeding that they have. And that puts them up against Southeast. Southeast has a 1-7 record. They lost to the University Academy Charter with Ewing Marion Kaufman 62-12. They lost to Cameron 55-14. They lost to Truman High School 41-6. Then they lost to Lexington 58-20. Then they beat Northeast 22-12. Then they lost to St. Mary's Academy in Kansas 44-14. They lost to Lincoln College Prep 56-0. Then they lost to Northeast the second time they played 46-6, and that is a 1-7 record. So tomorrow evening In the first round of the district playoffs, the Wildcats will host the Knights of Southeast, and that game will be at 7 p.m. tomorrow evening. It will be on Misha.tv. So if you get a chance, go take a look at that game. If you cannot travel here in person, by all means, come watch the game live if you can. But if you can't, please check us out at Misha.tv. Search Harrisonville and be sure and click on the game that shows 4Ts so you can be able to watch that game live. In the meantime, go to 4ts.com and sign up for our giveaways. Sonic has the kick return contest. If the Wildcats return a kickoff or a punt for a touchdown, then you will win, I believe it is 50, 60, 70, an $80 gift card if the Wildcats were to return a kick for a touchdown tomorrow evening. So go to 4ts.com, go to the Wildcats page, go to the bottom and sign up. And there are 3 things that you might have your name drawn for, and that would be the kick return contest by Sonic. We also have a mugs that say 4Ts on them, tumblers that are given away, as well as a cap. And we have a 4Ts cap. We have a 4Ts cap that also has a Wildcat logo on it. And then we have some other miscellaneous caps if you so desire. And that gets you signed up for those by going to 4ts.com, going to the Wildcats page, going to the bottom and signing up. The other contest we have going on is Papa Murphy's. And Papa Murphy's, when the Wildcats score a touchdown, you score free pizza. The way to get signed up for the free pizza is to go into Papa Murphy's, get you a pizza, and sign up in there. And every time there is a Wildcats touchdown, we pull out a name, and that person scores a free pizza. Hopefully there'll be a lot of those tomorrow evening. So, in recap, the Wildcats play tomorrow evening. Come see the game. If you can't get to the game live, go to Misha.tv and pay to watch the 4Ts broadcast. We're looking forward to bringing you that game, and hopefully we'll have a lot of people watching tomorrow evening. That's it for tonight. The game has started again, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Buffalo Bills, so we'll get everybody back to that game. Thanks for listening and watching. Join us tomorrow evening, either in person or at Misha.tv. Go Wildcats!